No, this is the way out. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Oh boy, so many skeletons. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Did I speak too soon? Entirely possible. Second. Boom. Cake. Yep, stuff is working now. Only problem that I'm having, and I'm not sure if it's a problem just on my end or if it's a problem with Twitch, but it appears that things were kind of choppy. But I know that my tablet doesn't like working for me a lot, so I genuinely don't know if it's a problem with the stream or if it's a problem with just Twitch. So we need to deal with that over there too. No. Okay. The problem with Darksiders is that I genuinely have no clue how to adjust the quality of the game to try to make it less choppy. I mean, luckily the frame rate says it's around 60-ish right now, so I'm trusting that it's not choppy right now, but I have no way of telling. I got a horn. Anima stone. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. I mean, I was looking at it on my tablet, and even the 2 seconds I looked at it for were super choppy. So the fact that it looks smoother right now is saying a lot. I think the problem yesterday was also that because the Wi-Fi was down, it was taking a second to get back up. Which is why it was so slow yesterday. I got a map. One second. I need to check this because it's saying somebody didn't input their orders, but last I checked, everybody did. That's weird. Stabbed in a horn. Oh, just some skeletons? It was easy. Let's see now. Can't go that way. Relic of Renegoth. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, I don't know why the game went into a grace period, though. It shouldn't have. How do I get over to where I need to get to? Because the way I had it set up, it was set that we'd only go into a grace period if somebody didn't submit their orders. But everybody did. And because I made the game, I can actually go through and check to see if everybody submitted their orders. So I can't see what they did, but I can just see that, yes, they submitted orders. And everybody has a check mark next to their name. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it glitched or if it's intentional. But, yeah. I got there. Clearly. That's the only solution. Explanation, that's what I was looking for. How did I miss that badly? Maybe that could explain it.
I cannot.
Yo, aliens would be a possible thing. I wouldn't put it past them to have tried to ruin everything for us. Can't jump over there. Okay. Starting to think there's maybe nothing over there for me. Or, aha, figured something out, because I'm a genius. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a genius. Haha. Oh dang, I need to get that back. Then... dang it. There we go. That's what's called a chain reaction. Book of the Dead. Then we see what's through here. Nah, doesn't seem worth it. Which means I'm gonna feed. Oh, you're at maximum level. Such a shame. Dang it. I was tricked. Can I jump it? I Should have jumped, not just fell. Nope, cannot jump it.
Impossible.
I don't think that actually did anything. No, it did not. Let's turn you this way. Rip. Oh, that worked. Did I miss out on anything up here? Relic of Etugoth.
I cannot.
Of course there's more bugs. No, dang it, I'm trying to kill you. I got an anima stone. No! I didn't press that! Oh no, wait, you're fully upgraded. Unleash the army. Nothing? Okay.
It will hurt.
When I kill you, yes, it will.
You cannot win.
Tough words coming from a deathsticle.
Kill him.
I will say, the voice acting in this game is amazing.
You did this. They will blame us. I cannot. I will take your head.
Oh my goodness, the walls are alive. I'm destroying it. Completely and utterly destroying it. Watch it. I'm literally fighting the walls and still winning. Good to know that you were able to get back into your room, though. Yeah, let's fully upgrade the burbs. see. Is there anything specific I want you for? Nope. Let's throw you there then. See what that does. Okay. Okay. I figured you out now. Jinkies! There's a secret back door. Well, why'd you go outside with no jacket or shoes? Or keys, for that matter.
Kill him!
Oh my goodness, it's a big bug. Moral of the story, you don't go outside without your shoes. Yikes. Wait, how did you lock the door without a key? Is it like a padlock or? Oh, I see what you mean. So you locked the door when you were walking outside. Sorry, I thought you meant you locked the door after getting outside. So I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, let's defeat this champion. This supposed champion. Nasher. Easy. This little worm boy is weak. Come on, hop out. What? Ah, I see. Oh no! It turned into a thing. Come on, roll for me again, I dare you. Yeah, exactly. Never get a lock that doesn't require you to use the key. I've had to deal with dorm rooms where they use swipe and they lock the doors behind you automatically, and I've definitely had to make the walk to the secretary to get back inside. Man, this boss ain't nothing. Oh, you think you're tough, don't you? Look at that, look at that. Boom. Killed you with your own spine. Ripped your head clean off.
Impossible.
The prize you sought from the gilded arena.
I cannot.
I'm so good. And I'm so good I don't even need that health potion. Got a whole bunch of useless loot. I hate when games do that and they're just like, here, have this loot. Doesn't do anything, but here, have it. And just give me the monies. Oh wait, wrong area. This place is a maze. Get on that side. I remember one time I ordered a pizza, and I had to message one of my buddies who was inside to let me in so I could put my pizza down to go and get my room key. Because my dumbass was so hungry for pizza that I didn't even think to get my key. I just heard the pizza was here, and I ran outside to go and get it. I was like, nope, now I'm stuck outside. I didn't want to go all the way over to the secretary with the pizza in my hand, so I was just like, I need to get somebody to let me put this thing down so I can then go inside. Sometimes that hunger for pizza just overpowers everything else, you know? Got another rock. Yeah, it always sucks when you're just like, you're relying on your roommate to just not be busy. I remember one time I had an essay to email to a professor, and and my dumbass walked out of the house, just walked right out, got all the way to class, sitting down, and all of a sudden somebody was like,
so hoping you would not return. What of the arena's champion, then? He won't be entertaining you any longer. No, impossible. I believe your king will see me now. I cannot deny you.
yeah, so I had to call one of my roommates and be like, hi, here's how you get into my computer. I need you to go to this tab, email me the file so I can email it to the professor.
The living horsemen have souls long overdue. You are not welcome here.
Pity. I was starting to enjoy the atmosphere.
Then you have not been here long. Billions of souls crowd my kingdom. All of humanity wailing for vengeance. But I see you are already familiar with such music. What would you have of me, horseman?
Show me the way to the Well of Souls.
And what do you seek there? Power over life and death? Or do you hope for absolution, Kinslayer? I wondered where the souls of your brethren had gone, for they never passed through my realm.
Your realm hardly needs more subjects.
True. Yet I must face this rabble without the lords who serve me.
That's not my concern.
Make it your concern, and I will grant your request. Find my 3 dead lords, and wake them from their slumber. This will bend them to your will.
Will Bender.
Return the lords to me, that they might share my burden. Do not fail me, horseman, or you will never return to the Eternal Throne, and your brother will be lost to you.
What do you know, my brother?
The seventh seal was not broken, but he was. His soul passed through this realm, burning with agony. Now it cools in the abyss, surrounded by void and silence. Soon, the Charred Council will be picking it from their teeth.
No, Corey, it's Twiggy who's useless, not Victoria.
You have yet to teach me how to reach the well. I grow tired of these diversions.
If you want answers, why don't you take them? On this path, you do not serve the balance. And for that, you are denied your rightful power until you have it. You are beneath me.
You'll forgive me, Lord, if I don't bow. Why did your lords leave the Eternal Throne?
They seek what they cannot have. Something beyond both death and life. Oblivion. The cowards claimed it was already spreading, eating at the fringes of our realm. After I punished them, they fled to their pathetic strongholds.
What you speak of is corruption.
Name it what you will. It is not a threat to the lords of the dead. We have judged the fallen since the beginning of time. There is no power that can undo that.
I remember one time, back in first year, I was just chilling out, listening to music in my room one time, and I heard a knock on my door. So I go to answer it,
You're wasting
and
time.
the guy who lived next door to me, who was a friend at the time, we don't really talk much anymore because of reasons, but he was standing up there in literally just a towel because our RA had gone out. I think he was at class or he was teaching because he was a, what are they called again? It's like a fancy name for substitute teachers. But he had gone to class, he had gone to do something, and so he couldn't get through to him either. But he couldn't get into his room to get dressed, and it was like the dead of winter. Which, no, not TA. It's like, he was a grad student, but he was, he was also teaching high school at the time as well, because he had gotten his degree in education. He was a... Yeah, it's going to come back to me, and I'm going to be like, that's the word I was looking for. In like a week. But it was like the dead of winter. This kid was freezing, didn't want to go outside into the freezing cold in just a towel, because he didn't even bring his slippers with him. I don't know why you don't bring slippers with you into a communal shower. That just seems like the correct thing to do. Just bring your slippers with you because communal showers are disgusting. But he didn't. And I had to call the front desk to ask them for permission to get this kid's key. And they were like, yeah, just bring his ID so that way we know that he sent you. And I was like, unfortunately, he doesn't have his ID on him either. So they had to send somebody to come and open the door for him. Which, let me tell you, being in first year, in nothing but a towel, that isn't the ideal image you want to create with the security and whatnot. You kind of want to look good. But that was a long gone dream at this point. But yeah, because his roommate was an engineer too, so it meant that he was pretty much never around to begin with.
This is no place for a horse.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved living in dorms. It was just not always sanitary. Am I going the right way? My mini-map is all fucked up, which is why I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, actually. So where do I want to go? I want to go to there. Where am I now? Oh, I'm here. Okay, so I need to go down through here to get to there. Which is all well and good, but I think there's a certain social aspect to dorms that I think are essential, at least in first year. Which is fine, and I mean that's just your personality. But I really opened up a lot in first year just because of the fact that I was sharing a room with somebody, and we were both social-ish. We didn't really go to parties. We just kind of did our own thing with our group of friends. Nope, that was a dumb move. Yeah, but it wasn't until, like you said, it wasn't until you got into third year, which is because, and I think it has to do a lot with it too, where it depends on your roommate. Because Ryan is still to today one of my best friends. I don't talk to him as much as I would like, but he and I clicked in such a way that it allowed us to become friends more easily.
I have to go alone. They
don't know, but in Toronto, a lot a lot of apartments won't let you either. So, having a pet wasn't really any argument for me. It ended with you guys not being allowed to go to each other's trials if any of you should be found convicted of murder or anything. Did Victoria ever show signs of wanting to murder? Well, we did talk about cannibalism a lot. Does that count? No, wrong button. There you go, that's what I need. I actually have no clue what I'm doing right now. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh. It totally is normal talk. The problem, here's the problem. The problem is it doesn't look good in front of a jury. That's really and truly the only problem. I'm so smart. Yeah, unfortunately, that's easier said than done. Yeah, for me we had what was called the pit, which was really and truly just a little engineering hideaway where they all hung out. And it was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed chilling out there. No actual kitchen. How did you eat then? Okay, I see what I need to do. I done hecked up. Okay, then I want to go back over this way, I think. Drop down. Put you down over there. Push you back in. Let's take you back. There. Jump up there. Aha! And I got a key. Why are mummies always so creepy? Oh my goodness. It's an evil witch lady. Well, that's no way to get ahead in life. These girls need to get their head in the game. Okay, I need something special to deal with this room. So let's check out the second floor.
Leave, horseman, while you still can.
No. Oh, what? Never mind then. I guess I'll do the third floor. So I have a key for that room. Is there another room? Okay, I don't see any way to get up there right now. Or this way. Well, let's just use the key in here, I guess. Man, I'm really icing these fools. Oh no! This one has a shield that does lightning damage. Take that, you punk.
Impossible.
So there's a door there, and it's a dead end. Fun little tidbit for wannabe DMs. If you start to feel like your game is starting to be like a video game, you need to fix something, because Darksiders 2, for instance, railroads me pretty hard. It tells me where I can and can't go a lot, and it pretty much guides me so that way I only have one path to take. And if your RPG is doing that, that's bad. It's fine for a game like Darksiders 2, because I don't care about the character that much. It's very much a game where it wants me to win, but it doesn't provide for narrative storytelling, for interesting narratives. No, I haven't had the issue, but I used to. I've definitely had issues where I used to base playing D&D like playing a video game, because my only experience was like Final Fantasy, for instance, which is a bad example of how to play D&D, because Final Fantasy, while compelling as a video game, doesn't make for an interesting storytelling experience. Well, I'm not saying don't sandbox players, but don't do it in such a way where it's obvious that you're doing it. Sorry, I'm not saying don't railroad players, I'm just saying don't do it in a way it's obvious that that's what you're doing. Because I mean, sorry. Let me see if I can put this into better words, because it's in part because I'm explaining it badly. So, what I did will lead up to something eventually. I can't explain it right now because if I do, that destroys the whole narrative aspect of what I have planned. But I think that's fine. I think that's acceptable, because the narrative isn't taking a hit for it. No, damn it, I missed. Whereas if you look at a game like, to give an example, I've played in a game like this, where it was like, where there was only one solution, and it was only one solution the entire time. If you wanted to do something creative, it didn't work. In fact, I've not only played in a game like that, I've run a game like that, and my players all told me, way after the fact, they were all like, Peter, that wasn't fun. I was like, yeah, I figured that out. Unfortunately, I figured it out a bit too late. But like my first D&D experience was me running a video game, and it was because I genuinely didn't know better. I was playing it like I was playing Final Fantasy. I was playing it like I was designing a Final Fantasy game, which, like I said, isn't bad. Final Fantasy is a fun game. It's just not good for D&D. So like Darksiders 2, for instance. Great game. I'm loving playing it. Not good for D&D.
You would interrupt my slumber. You should never have left your grave.
Like,
Horseman.
well, no, I think there are ways to make But Thou Must work. Like, if your players have the illusion of choice, there's a way to make that work.
Cannot change what is to come.
For instance, in one of my first games, and I count this one as my first game because it was the first game where I started to understand how D&D was supposed to be played. My first actual game was a really bad 3.5, where I let the players do what they wanted, and I had no clue what I was doing. So it led to a bad experience for everybody. But what I did one time was I put them.
Do you yield?
Yes.
I put forth this
I'll take you to
choice.
the king.
I said, this building appears in front of you. What do you do? And they said, well, this building came out of nowhere. Going in there seems stupid. And I realized at that point, oh, you're absolutely right.
From dust I am reborn.
This is very stupid.
I listen.
How am I supposed to do this again?
From dust I am reborn.
There we go. So I said, fine, you don't have to go through there. I won't make you. But then I started to appeal to the characters, and they said, okay, we're going to go here instead. And I had to make up a lot of stuff on the spot because I didn't plan for that. I hadn't anticipated that they would go that way. But it was fine. I was still new-ish, but I had enough experience under my belt as a player, and I started watching Critical Role at this point too, so I kind of knew what I was doing. I like to think. To be like, okay,
I will serve. As you wish.
I can improv this, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go to that temple, you're going to talk to these people, and then I'm going to find a way to guilt you into going into that building, into that mysterious building that popped up out of nowhere. And it worked. I didn't force them to go in. I didn't say, guys, seriously, I don't have anything else planned. Please just go into this mysterious temple, regardless of how out of character it may be, because I don't know what I'm doing. And I could have. I was new enough that I probably could have gotten away with that excuse, but it doesn't make for satisfying storytelling. Yeah, exactly. It's still a choice, is what it was, but I had essentially manipulated them into doing it because of the fact that I didn't realize up until then that they wouldn't have gone on their own. I thought, okay, these people are adventurers. They're going to want to go into this place because it's cool and exciting, and that's what adventurers do. Yeah, exactly. So what I did was I said, okay, so you guys go to the temple of Pelor. I think it was the god I was using various different mythologies. So I said, see, what world was this one set in? This one was This one, I think I used Celtic myth for this one. So I had said something like, okay, so you go to the temple of, wow, I can't remember right now who I'd sent them to. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. But they had gone there, and I bullshat some stuff up on the spot. And, they were fine with it. I made up stuff for them, and... Oh, fine. And then I told them, okay,
From dust I am reborn. As
you're a paladin. You're gonna want to do good. So how about it? I am going to make this woman run screaming in, get kidnapped and brought into this place, because you're now going to feel morally obligated to help out, because you're a goody-goody paladin, and paladins are so easy to manipulate. But if I had been like, and I have done this before, which is how I know it, if I had been like,
yes.
okay, your choices, so you go towards the temple, and instead of the temple, it actually leads you into the tower. Ha ha ha! That would have been stupid. Doesn't make for good storytelling. Or if I had been like,
As you wish.
you're trapped in the temple's pull. It pulls you in. Haha, I could have easily done that. It's stupid. And like I said, makes for really, really bad storytelling.
Kill the rider.
No, because I think with that one I messaged Victoria and I said, hey, would you... So this is how I'm going to introduce you. How do I put Twiggy into this situation to make it work? So I had spoken to Victoria a bit about that beforehand. And I had spoken to Will about it too, because if you think about it, that isn't a situation Shade would have normally been in either. But, you know, he had spoken and he said, I had spoken to Will and I said, listen, how do I get Shade to come into here? Because this is what I have planned for him. And he said, put an environmental twist onto it, and that'll work for Shade. And I said, awesome, I'll make it work. Let's get out of this dungeon and then take a break. But yeah, I even spoke to Cole a bit and I was like, hey, listen, so here's the situation at hand. I'm going to introduce you this way. I did the same thing with Anthony too. Whenever I want to introduce a new character, I talk to them and I say, okay, listen, here's the situation at hand. How do I introduce your character? Tell me how this fits for your character. And I make it work. Because introductions are tricky too, because you need to make it so that the party doesn't instinctively turn on them. Because if you're in a revolution and all of a sudden somebody shows up, you're going to be a little bit paranoid about it. Or if you're in the Underdark and somebody shows up, you're going to be a bit paranoid about it. Especially if that person's like playing a drow character, which has happened to me once. We were in the Underdark. Yeah, exactly. even Iseo, I spoke to Will and I said, how am I going to work your character in? And we spoke about it a bit and hashed it out. With Corey and Adam with Iseo, with Frank and Oriana, I did that too. I was like, how do I work your character in? Here's what I have planned. How does your character fit into this? And we worked something out. But integrating new characters is definitely always tricky because, you know, I've been in the situation where we were in the Underdark and a drow showed up. And my character, having nearly been sold off by the rest of the party, was like, okay, this isn't a situation I want to be in. I'm going to attack. And then Cyrus, who is the DM, did find a narrative reason to make it so that way attacking was a bad idea. And I was like, okay, cool. I won't attack them. I now have a reason to not attack this drow in the Underdark, even though I nearly got sold off into slavery. Exactly. I was sold off by my own party. I was like, I don't trust this drow of all people. I know too much about the Underdark to let that slide. Alright. Let's take a break here, having saved the game. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to get the other